Hey, back at it. You know what I'm saying? Back with another video. Let's get it. Today, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be ranking the 32 best quarterbacks in the league. Pretty much all the quarterbacks in the league. You know what I'm saying? Did I throw up 32? 32. You know what I'm saying? All the 32 quarterbacks in the league. From worst to best. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to save number one. Even though y'all probably already know who number one is, you know. You know what I'm saying? Mr. MVP, I guess. Even though I should have went to McCaffrey, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, like the video. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get right into it. Smack that like button. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, smack it. I'll wait. Coming in at 32 at the worst quarterback in the league this year. And I really didn't have a criteria. It was really who I felt like was the starter for this year. So this guy, he really didn't, he wasn't supposed to start, okay? But hey, he ended up being the starter. It is what it is. Coming in at 32, we have Zach Wilson. Worst quarterback in the league to me. Hey, fight with the wall, argue with the wall, you know what I'm saying? Zach Wilson underperformed this year. I'm really finna fly through 32 through 27. I mean, there's really not much to talk about. Zach Wilson, you know, did his thing, I guess. He underperformed. I feel like with that team, they had a great team this year. They should have won more games, should have made the playoffs, is what it is. 31, we have Bailey Zappi. How do you say that boy name? Zappy. I think it's Zappy. Anyway, Bailey Zappi. I mean, he's about to get, you know, replaced, so it doesn't really even matter, you know, this upcoming draft. But he didn't really play too good, man. I tried not to bring stats into this, so if y'all are coming here for the stats, I tried not to throw any stats involved. I try to go purely off eye test and what I believe, you know, my opinions on this. So, I mean, hey, Zappy is just 31. I mean, I don't really have much. Number 30, I have Rudolph and Pickett because they were like, I didn't really know which one to pick because I really like them both, if you want me to be honest, even though they're, you know, at 30. So it's like, how can I like them? I get it. Bottom feeder. But Rudolph was looking good. Rudolph was looking good years ago whenever, you know, the whole Myles Garrett thing. So, I don't know. Pickett, it looks like he could be their future. You know, but so does Rudolph. I mean, I think Rudolph's already like 26 though, 27. At 29, we got Jared Statham. Just garbage. That's all I have to say about him. Next, at 28, we have Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell played pretty good. Came in whenever Jimmy, you know, wasn't really playing that good for Vegas. But you know, they did all right out there. You know, like I said, I really don't have much to say about these trash guys. I mean, he didn't perform. No, he wasn't their full-time guy, and their full-time guy, you know, ended up, you know, being really good and almost taking them to the playoffs, and I get that. But I like him so much that I had to put him at 27. Anthony Richardson. I love Anthony Richardson so much, man. In those few games that we got to watch him play, whoa, he looks great. He looks like he's going to be a problem for this league. And it's going to be scary for them boys out there in the AFC. But, you know, he got hurt, you know, with the concussion. And then he tore something, right? With the season-ending injury, something like that. Yeah. But Rich at 27. I think that's pretty good for a rook, you know, I really do. Even though the other rooks are higher than him, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. At 26, I have Sam Howell. Now, Sam Howell's out there trying. He's trying to be that guy. He's trying to, you know, do something out there. I mean, he's trying, man. And he looks good while he's trying, but he's just not a franchise QB. You know, it sucks, you know, UNC product, you know. It sucks, you know. But he's okay, he's okay. 25, I have Will Levis. Will Levis is going to be the future of the Tennessee Titans. You heard it here first. The only reason why he is not higher and in the upper 20s or even in the lower teens is strictly because he didn't get enough games played. I know he played a decent amount, but if he plays that full season, and I can really see what he does with a healthy, full D-hop. So at 24, this is where I got my man, my dog, Bryce Young. Bryce, I like Bryce a lot. I think that Bryce Young is the future of the Panthers. I'm working on something right now actually about Bryce Young. But I believe that Bryce Young is the future. I believe that Bryce Young is gonna be the guy. I just think he needs the talent around him. Once he can, not get smacked up every play. I think he got sacked like 62 times this year or something like that. But if he gets some help, then they can make something shake out there. I like him. Number 23, I have Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder, man, he played good this year. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna say that I hate him. I'm not gonna say that I like him, but he has a great team around him. They're young, I get that, but he has a great team and a lot of weapons around him, and they did not do anything like I thought they were gonna do. Yeah, I mean, also, I know I get it, it's their coach, but hey, 22, we got Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones. Yes, sir, I like me some Danny Dimes. I like the way Danny play. But, he just, he's Danny Dimes. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He's literally just Danny Dimes. I mean, it's just, he's okay, though. He can drop back. He'll drop back. I really like Daniel Jones on the run. I like whenever he moves his legs. Once he moves his legs, oh, he's a problem. That's why I have him so high. And they played decently this year. Now, I know he didn't really play, I know it was that's my boy DeVito, it was the DeVito show and Tyrod Taylor show pretty much mostly this year. But I still think Daniel Jones deserves respect through the years prior. Yeah. 21, I have Geno Smith. Now, Geno Smith should be a lot higher and could be a lot higher, but he didn't do anywhere near as well as he did last year. Last year he did great, in Seattle. And Seattle looked like they were going to be a problem for years to come as long as Geno kept that up. And then this year he played decent, but just worse than last year. And being worse than last year isn't getting better. And getting better is how you stay great. You know what I'm saying? You can't get worse and still be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, where? Do him now. 2-0. Derek Carr. What happened to Derek Carr? I used to love Derek Carr. Early Derek Carr, man. In Vegas. Oh, man. I used to love young Derek Carr, man. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to young Derek Carr, man. Oakland Raider, Derek Carr. All right. At number 19, we got your boy, Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State's very own, Mr. Yaga, Mr. You feel me? Jay Fields. I like Jay Fields, man. I really do like him a lot. I know he was getting a lot of hate because of his such slow start. And I get that and everything. And then, he got hurt for a little bit. But then, when he came back from that injury, ooh, he looked like a problem. You can't tell me that he didn't. That from when he came back from that injury up until, the end of the last game of the season, you can't tell me that he didn't look fine. That boy, number 19, top 20 QB. You did. Number 18, we got Kyler Murray. He didn't really play good, coming off an injury. But I get it. He's coming off an injury. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't fault the man too hard. He was injured like pretty much all of last year, I think, dang near, or something like that. And then a lot of this year too, with the whole Josh Dobbs and all that BS. So he played great for that. He played great for coming off of that, catastrophic injury, but he didn't play like the old Kyler Murray, so he's, Number 17, we got Captain Kirk Cousins, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Captain Kirk, man, I like Captain Kirk. He beat the Niners this year, threw some pretty balls, against us. Threw some pretty balls really all year until he got hurt, man. The Vikings were going to be a problem, man. The Vikings were going to turn their season around because Justin Jefferson was going to come back. Man, what? They were going, and then he did come back, but they were going to be a problem. They really were. But, hey, he got hurt. Season got cut short, you know what I'm saying? But and that's why he's so low. He could have been higher on the list. But, hey, somebody had to be 17. At number 16, I got the man who shocked the world, Baker Mayfield. I know, man. This dude, Big Bake, went to the playoffs, and I know maybe he should even be higher on this list. And I thought about, pulling him up a few more just because he made the playoffs. And he did. He really should have been below Kyler, but he made the playoffs. So I was like, he carried that team, won that division, and that division, they look good-ish, winning it, you know what I'm saying? He got Mike, his rack, you know what I'm saying? Chris Godwin got close to his rack, They played great, man. Even in the playoffs, they played pretty good, And Justin Herbert is my 15th. I'm so disappointed in Justin Herbert. And I know maybe it was his coach, and maybe having Jim Harbaugh will, change him around and show everybody who I know that he is and who he was coming out of Oregon. Because, man, Justin Herbert is that dude, man. Herbo is that guy. And he hasn't played like it, man, and that sucks. It really is disappointing because I'm so high on him, pause. And I really just want him to do good, that's all. Matthew Stafford. Now, Matthew Stafford, led them boys to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Did his thug dizzy. It looks like they're finally coming back off of that Super Bowl hangover. It took them like forever to really get off of that Super Bowl hangover, but it looked like they finally did towards the end of the season this year. So, that was some promise, and that's really cool for them. And, he let, what's that boy named? Puka break the rookie record. That man, hey, Matthew Stafford knows how to sling that ball, know how to get his guys that ball. He was the quarterback whenever Megatron, broke the receiving record for most receiving yards in a year. Stafford was at QB. Stafford was at QB, the last person to get Triple Crown, Cooper Kupp. And he was at QB for Puka, the rookie, to beat it. You know what I'm saying? He broke stupid rookie stuff. Bruh, I'm getting beat up right now. I'm trying to remember this. Relax. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Stafford played good, and he really showed me a lot. Yeah. All right, Deshaun Watson is at my 13th. Now, I know you're like, Deshaun, he played this, he barely played this, blah, 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 blah. Deshaun Watson is still that dude, bruh. He's still that guy. I know, everything that happened with him and the massages and the court, blah, blah, blah. I get it, man. That's off the field. I'm talking about on the field. And on the field, he's the 13th best quarterback in the NFL. You can't tell me otherwise. He was hurt. He was playing hurt all year. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay, this man's always hurt. And maybe, but whenever he is healthy, he's an animal. He's a dog. So y'all got to start treating him like that. At number 12, we got Trevor Lawrence. Yes, sir. Big Trev. Yeah, man. Clemson's very own. What is there to say about Trevor Lawrence? He was playing so good at the beginning of this year, and then just, like, bad. He fell off a cliff terribly. Like, I don't know, man. I love Trevor Lawrence. I love the Jaguars. Don't laugh at it. It's an old, beat-up jersey. But what? Like, bruh. I mess with the Jaguars. Like, I clearly mess with them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have a lot of football jerseys. But still, I don't know what else to say, man. He played bad. I mean, he was still good enough to make my top 15, top 12. He's at number 12. So, that's great, but he could have been a lot better this year. He really could have. His whole team could have been a lot better, but, whatever. Number 11. Things are getting spicy. Number 11, I have Jared Goff. And he proved to everybody this year why he went number 1. Why he was a number 1 draft pick. He proved it this year. Why he went number 1 in that class. I understand. Now, he just didn't play good enough to make top 10. You know what I'm saying? He played great. He balled out. He did everything you want him to do. It's just the top 10 quarterbacks, like, they all have something, except for one. One of them, he's not an average guy, but one of them, he has that Tom Brady effect. Like, you know how Brady, Brady didn't really have a good attributes. Like, yeah, his accuracy was pretty good, and that's like the best physical attribute you can say about Tom Brady is his accuracy. But Tom Brady, played quarterback up here, and Jared can do that, yes, but he makes a lot of bonehead plays too, so just being real. But yeah. Coming in at number 10, the top 10, you know what I'm saying? Top to Z. In the top 10, we throwing double T up there, you know what I'm saying? Tua Tagovailoa, you know what I'm saying? Tua T. Yes, sir. I'm here to say it. Tua is a great quarterback. Tua is a dog. He's an animal out there on the field. But he's not as good as all these people are making him seem. He's not a top 5 guy, a top 3, top 4, whatever you want to say guy. Because, I'm just being real, before Tyreek Hill got there, what was he doing? I mean, yes, he was being a decent guy. I understand he was young, and I get all of that. Yes, 110%. But, man, it's like, I don't know, man. Tua doesn't really look good. And then on Hard Knocks, that proved it even more. Like, why I think that. The dude, I don't know, maybe it's just because he doesn't have that, edge to him. And I need people in sports to have that edge. And to me, he just feels soft. And he's probably not. He's probably the hardest dude that you know. Probably the hardest dude that you ever met. I get that. But, he just seemed giggly and, too, I don't know. He just seemed too, kid-like, I guess. I don't know. At number 9, I got Mr. I got CJ Stroud, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I did that right. Yeah, I can't dance. But CJ Stroud though, man, came out and balled out, man. Top 10 quarterback as a rookie. Yes, he is top 10 as a rookie. And next year he might jump up to top 5. He looks like, to me, if Cam Newton came in with a better arm. And you're like, but Cam Newton ran a lot, and CJ doesn't run a lot. Yes, I know. So, you might be like, that's a bad comparison. But to me, it's not, because CJ has the ability to run. He just chooses not to. So, if you would like to give him a comparison, the closest thing to somebody that plays like him, body type, is like Cam Newton to me. But then he plays like a better Dak Prescott. No, I know. I haven't said Dak's name yet. So Dak's obviously, higher on the list than him. But he's a rookie, you know what I'm saying? Just give it next year and Dak will be under CJ. Trust, this time next year when I'm doing this. For sure. For sure. But yeah, man, he's dope. He's a dog. I mean, he's an animal. I don't know what more you want me to say. He has the arm strength. He has the crazy arm angles, he's throwing it this way. What? You know what I'm saying? Doing all that crazy stuff. So, yeah, man. And then at number 8, you know what I'm saying? Person I was just talking about, Dak Prescott as at number 8. They always do this. The Cowboys look good. They'll beat up on this team, and they get their stats really nice, and they look great. And Dak Prescott looks like an animal, and they look like they're going to take over the league in the playoffs and lose in the first round. It's just wow, man. When are y'all gonna do something? It's I'm talking to you, Dak. When are you gonna step up? And I know I'm doing, these are regular season rankings here, but it's Dak, your stats really got you to number 8. Cause man, your decision making is rough out there, dude. I've seen you throw into double coverage whenever you have a wide open, It might be your fourth or fifth read. So I almost said sixth, but it might be your fourth or fifth read some plays. But dude, he'll be wide open, running a drag. You're about to say sometimes a flat, but they'll be running a drag, third and whatever, 3rd and 8, and it's a drag, and there's no more than 4 yards in between him and the next guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like get it to him in stride so he can run them 4 yards. When you meet somebody, maybe he can make them miss, go get the first. You know what I'm saying? But no, you about to throw it to CD, throw it to dang Brandon Cooks. And before Brandon Cooks, it was Cedric Wilson. Before, number 7. He came out and shocked me, boy. Because I was like, they're not finna do jack now that A-Rod gone. Jordan Love is like that. Jordan Love is a dog. He's an animal. Led the league or came second in touchdown passes this year. And he's throwing to, no offense, guys, he's throwing to nobodies out there. But I mean by nobodies is, like household names. You know what I'm saying? Let me say no offense because, Packer fans might, get at me for that. But I like a lot of their receivers. They got Dobbs out there. They got Christian Watson out there. I like, they got a squad out there. But them two are really my 2 favorites of their receiving core, I would say. But yeah, though, man, I mean, it looks, pretty good out there, man. Jordan Love looks like the future. How does Green Bay keep doing it with, Brett, and then, with A-Rod, and now with Jordan Love? Like, they just keep sliding down. Who's going to be next after J Love? Ain't no telling. If they get another one after Jordan Love, bruh, something wrong. Number 6. The reason why this guy did not make my top 5 because his team went like this and then like this. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts fell off. He fell off a cliff. I don't know what the heck happened to Jalen Hurts. He was, the king in the media. He was saying all these inspirational quotes and blah, blah, blah. And now this dude's MIA. Can't find this dude. So it's like, I don't even know, like what to believe with him. So he's, like in my notes, literally, beside his name, it says, fell off. Literally, that's all I had to say about him. Because he's, I mean, and the next guy under him, okay, I'm not going to tell you his notes, but Jalen Hurts is just not, okay, the guy before him, Jordan Love, world shocker, 31 touchdowns, OMG, dog. That's what his stuff is. That's what his notes are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is just... At number 5, I know he didn't play too much this season, but when he did play, he was off the chain. Joe Burrow. And then whenever that calf injury happened, he worked his way back from the calf. Oh, my goodness. Joey B might be a little bit of bias, LSU product. I get that, you know what I'm saying, maybe. But, man, what an animal. Whenever he was playing, that is, because I understand he didn't play, the full season and everything, and the backup had to take over. And the backup was playing pretty good. They just have an offense built to pass the ball, built to cater to Joe. And, Jake Brown, however you say his name, he's like, a lesser, Joe. Like, they did that they got a backup to fit their system so the system doesn't have to change. Which a lot of coaches don't do that. Why don't they do that? I don't know. But yeah, Joe Burrow, top 5 quarterback. You already know. At number 4, the GOAT himself, Brock Purdy. Nah, Brock Purdy at my 4. Hate it, you know what I'm saying? Argue with it, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Brock Purdy, baby. I'm dead. Nah, but Brock Purdy, man, is a dog, is an animal. Flourishes in the system, regardless of what you say. He's a system quarterback, blah, 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 XYZ. We technically don't know that because we haven't seen him in another system at the NFL level. So we really don't know that, you know what I'm saying? Technically, Brady could have been a system quarterback until, we saw him, change systems, you know what I'm saying? But, and really, I don't even know how much Bruce Arians was coaching Brady, but that's besides the point. But, Brock Purdy, man, Brock Purdy is an animal, he's a dog. Hitting people deep, hitting people short. I understand he has a few misfires. His interceptions really are all from like 2 or 3 games, you know what I'm saying? Out of what, how many have we got now? 17 games. 2 or 3 of them is really where all his interceptions came from. And then the other ones are like, tips, or like sometimes he does have misfires, or like he just threw one that's fresh in everyone's memory in the NFC Championship game, and he like did like a high five with the dude, with the D lineman as he's throwing it. So it's like they couldn't get all into it. So the ball was short. It is what it is. But hey, Brock Purdy and number 4. Stop slandering my boy. Only up from here, bro. Talk to him. BCB. Yeah. Now I know he's in the Super Bowl, but Patrick Mahomes is number 3. They didn't have a good year this year. This is one of their down years, and they're in the Super Bowl. How does that make sense? I don't know. Patrick Mahomes should have been, he's been number 1 for years, or 2, He's been 1 or 2 for years. But this year, he was number 3. The other 2 guys, you already know, who are left, Buffalo and Baltimore guys. The other 2 guys who are left just played better than him. Both of them played better than him this year. And I know he didn't have a great receiving core or a great receiving, people to throw it to. But even Kelsey had a down year. I mean, their whole team had a down year. And a down year from Mahomes is still top 3. That's great, He's a dog. I don't know what else y'all want me to say. He's an animal. At number 2, I got that boy up north out in Buffalo. I got Josh Allen. Yeah, I got Josh Allen. Hey, I think Josh is that dude. I think, number 1, obviously, Lamar Jackson is that dude. I just think that the way I like the way that Lamar plays football better than Josh Allen, though. That's it. Josh Allen does a lot of stuff on his own, and that's what I like from a quarterback. I like a quarterback that's how I know that you are a dog quarterback. Whenever the play's shutting down and you make the play happen, you're like, nah, I got it. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And then you hit. Stuff like that. Dang. But yeah, man, Josh Allen's an animal. He has probably the most rushing touchdowns on the year for quarterbacks. I don't know. I think he has like 15 rushing touchdowns as a quarterback. That's crazy. That's like running back stuff. But yeah, man. What a year from Josh. Stole the number 2 spot from Mahomes or Lamar. So shout out to him. And then, like I just said, the MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, the Marvelous, the animal, the freak of nature, the engine to Baltimore. The only reason why Baltimore is even relevant, if we're being real. They have a great defense, but, when have they not? You know what I'm saying? Dang, somebody just drove by and, like, a dog behind V8. I hope y'all didn't hear that. But, yeah, that's it, man. That's all I really have to say. I really don't have to say too much. This is all, like, pretty much off the dome. I did this list. I looked up stats. Don't worry. I looked at some stats for, like, who should be at 15 or 14, or like, so what I did is like I ranged people. So like I was like, these are the bottom guys. These are like the not mid tier, but not bottom. These are the mid guys. These are like a little better than mid, but like these are like the above average. And then there was like the super good, and then the elite. And then the elite was like the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy. You did, cause Brock Purdy played up here with the game. He anticipate. Oh yeah. Money. Stop playing with my boy. He's gonna be number 1 soon. Yeah. Nah. But yeah, man. Hey, man, and that'll do it for today. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all, like the video. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go down there, like that thing. If you didn't before, I already gave you time. I was already waiting on you. So if you didn't now, like, come on, bro. Like, nah, but now, bro. Mess with the kid, shout me out, you know what I'm saying? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, uncle, you know what I'm saying? If he's still living, and if he's not, dig him up and tell him, you know what I'm saying? He could tell all his homies back where he at. Not funny? All right. But, whoop-de-whoop. Appreciate y'all. Shout me out. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We out.